So now we have to find rule for perimeter of a rectangle, and this rule will be formed using variables. If this is our rectangle ABCD, then we know that for a rectangle, this side AB, that is the length of this rectangle, AB is equal to side CD, this side equal to this side, and this side is equal to this side because it's a rectangle. Opposite sides are equal. Okay, so this is what defines a rectangle, and all the angles will be 90 degrees. Now, if I have to write the perimeter, of this rectangle, perimeter of rectangle, then we know that perimeter of a rectangle will be what? AB plus BC plus CD plus side DA, and we know that if I group them together, that is the equal sides AB and CD, if I group them together, plus BC and DA, Now we know that these two sides are equal, right? And this is what? Length, right? So this will be what? 2 times length plus this is what? Breadth, and we have both the breadth is always equal, so 2 times breadth, or we can say that, or 2 times, because 2 is common here, and this can be written as 2 times length plus breadth, and length plus breadth has to be within this parenthesis. Okay, so we have the formula for the perimeter of a rectangle. Either you can write it like this or like this. This is what? The distributive property of multiplication over addition, right? We know that it's a distributive property of multiplication with addition. So if I have to write a rule using variables, because we are dealing in algebra, and if I suppose that the perimeter of a rectangle is, suppose we represent it using P, okay, is equal to, if I go with this one, and I suppose that the length is, let's suppose that the length is represented by L, so this will be L and this will be L. L is the length of this rectangle, and if the breadth is small b, if we assume that we represent BC and AD, that are the breadth, as B, then we can write it as 2 times L length plus 2 times breadth, that is B, or P is equal to 2 times L plus B. These can be our two rules. Now, what's important is that you have to now tell what is P. So where you will always have to mention that where P is equal to perimeter of a rectangle, and we have L as length of the rectangle, and B is breadth of the rectangle. So this will be the rule using variables P, L and B, and again when you will move to higher standards you will use such formulas or the rules in terms of variables very frequently, and you'll have to learn these. In the next video we are going to talk about how to find a rule in terms of using variables for perimeter of an equilateral triangle. So see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.